Tonight on Bondi Rescue. It's a baptism of fire for new trainee Dunstan.
We've got a suspected spinal going, got a dislocated shoulder, and kind of all happening right now.
That was nuts, man.
His first swim at Bondi, an Irish traveller loses his luck. And aggro on the beach.
So just give me the ball back, otherwise I'll snap your jaw right in front of everyone. Whack straight across the face.
Police hunt down the suspect.
We've been identified, the suspect from the assault.
But have they got the right man?
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. And even if I have to wait till next year, I don't care. All I know is that I'm meeting there in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
Millions flock to Bondi's shores every year. Lifeguards watch over as many as 40,000 people at one time.
It's one of the toughest beaches in the world to manage. Works out to probably around 6,000 people per lifeguard and can be very, very stressful at times.
Make your way back to shore, right away.
Managing big crowds and high risk involves careful planning.
One guy's up in the tower, one on each rhinos. Some of the other guys will be spread on the beach as well. Plus there'll be one on the jet ski, which will be getting called to different rescues. All the time we're moving around, you're never leaving an area which we think that could be dangerous and someone's life could be at risk.
Becoming a boy in blue is no easy task. For the past 3 years, lifeguards have been blooding young hopefuls into the service through a new trainee program. The first trainee was a boy from the suburbs, Blake.
They make everything look so easy, and it's not even close to being easy at all.
Last season's trainee was Maxi.
Not many people could say they get their dream jobs at 16. I'm really stoked.
The newcomer this season is 19-year-old local surfer Dunstan. Having come through the ranks of the local surf club, protecting lives is already in his blood.
Well, I started surfing when I was about 6, and then joined Nippers when I was about 7. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a lifeguard since I was like a little grommet, really.
Trainees serve a 1-year apprenticeship and also study at TAFE. But even then, they won't earn their stripes until head lifeguard Hoppo decides they're up to it. Before then, Dunstan has lots to learn and even more to prove.
My goal is probably to stay here for a couple of years until I'm, I don't know, 40, 50. Be pretty good, get old like H or Box or Hoppo.
Backpackers rip.
So many heads in there you can't see.
A woman signals for help as another swimmer keeps her afloat. Rookie Dunstan gets an early opportunity to show what he's made of. Rips are a danger to most beachgoers, but Dunstan uses it to fast-track his passage out.
Pretty good Dunstan, He's very natural.
As he retrieves the woman, it's a textbook Bondi rescue from the young recruit.
When you see someone struggling, kind of just go into the zone, you just get out there as fast as you can. You don't even realise you're out there before you even know it. Going out knowing someone is going under and you've got to get to them within seconds. You get your heart in your mouth sometimes.
Working on Bondi might seem like every teenager's dream job. But Dunstan has chosen a career where mistakes can cost lives.
As soon as you come in, you got to check the oxys and the medikits and all the jet skis are fueled and all the bikes and things, so everything's ready for the day. Defib is probably the most important thing we've got. Make sure the battery's on. Yeah, it's flashing.
If you get lazy, don't check something, and we have to use that piece of equipment during the day and it doesn't work, well, you know, you're in trouble. You probably lose your job, and so you should.
We get everything down here from drug busts and fights on the beach to major wounds, rescues, resuscitations in the water. And the two trainees that we've got, Maxi and Dunstan, they've seen a little bit of it, but I'm sure they'll get a bit of a shock when it really turns on.
Starting to get the hang of it. All the boys are showing me the ways. I reckon I can handle a busy day now. I'm confident.
That day has now arrived. As As the temperature tops 35 degrees, it seems everyone and everything has taken flight to Bondi. Dunstan's baptism of fire is about to begin.
ATV to Bondi Central.
Patrolling on the ATV, Dunstan has collected a patient at the north end.
Got a guy dislocated his arm. I'm just going to bring him up to the tower.
He's got him on the bike, so let's just see how he goes.
He's got a bit of a dislocated shoulder.
23-year-old Eli dislocated his shoulder body surfing.
I was running away.
Yeah.
And as I was going up, I think I put my arm back in.
Yeah.
Excruciatingly painful, dislocations require heavy-duty pain relief.
It's a whistle and it takes the pain out, okay? You want it?
It was like a needle, what is it?
No, mate, it's a big, huge needle. No, mate, that's about it. Tastes a bit like juicy fruit chewing gum. All right?
The green whistle contains a powerful analgesic gas, a painkiller trainees aren't allowed to administer.
That's it.
Midway through the treatment, there's a knock at the door. It isn't good news.
Got a guy with a sunny neck.
A large crowd swarms around the suspected spinal injury.
Right next to Neil McDonald's, the back of the beach. Is he alive?
On a day trip to Bondi from Sydney's inner west, 13-year-old James dived head first into a sandbank.
You hear any noise?
Just everyone stand right back.
He was diving and he was diving wrong because it was too shallow, and he hung out and he was complaining to the girls that he was hurting, and then he fell onto the ground.
He didn't feel well and couldn't move his neck.
As they wait for paramedics, a friend gives James's anxious father the news.
They're just taking procedures. They're calling the ambulance now.
His dad was upset. Yeah. Bad news. Yeah.
My heart stopped beating. I came I was like, what happened to him? When I found out, I felt like really dizzy and I felt like I was gonna...
We're all really close, and when something happens...
Yeah, we're like family.
Everyone just stay back a bit, please.
Back in the tower, the green whistle has worked its magic on Eli.
Huh? You right?
Yeah, I'm feeling dizzy.
Dislocations require specialist treatment. Little else can be done until paramedics...
First hand notice for the ambulance.
Yeah. We've got another one coming.
2 ambulances are on their way to Bondi. But when the knock comes on the door, it's another patient.
I was taking if he's going.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. You want to come up and sit on the bed?
I cut it at work, across the road, and went for a swim, won't stop bleeding.
Trainees don't normally treat patients unsupervised, but with lifeguards fully occupied, Dunstan is on his own.
I reckon stitches, but it's a flap. I'm telling him to go up to the medical centre, get checked out. I reckon they could stitch it because it goes pretty deep.
We've got a suspected spinal going, got a dislocated shoulder, and guy's got a pretty bad cut on his foot. So it's kind of all happening right now. Okay, here the boys are right here for you. All right?
Hey, mate, I'm Marty. This is Leanne.
How are you? You know we've got a spinal going on too. Yeah.
Back at the suspected spinal injury, the growing problem is the crush of people.
It's just too crowded down here, mate. He's kind of freaking.
Just stand back, everyone.
More lifeguards are needed to assist.
Yeah, go and help the boys if you can, Dunno.
I'm just going to take one of these.
On one of the busiest days of the year, rookie Dunstan gets the call to his first ever spinal incident.
This looks out of control down here.